Steve, another frustrating afternoon. How did you see it from the dugout?
Frustrating. You know, we've I thought we stopped in the game for really long periods. First half, keeper should have dealt with their goal. Should have come out and dealt with it. I'm going pointing fingers, but he should have done. But it kills everybody then. But with 2 minutes to go, and we worked hard and we're in the game at 0-0. I thought, we can have a goal second half, but we don't retain the ball enough. It's just frustrating at the moment because, for long periods again we're in it, and then the worldie goes and makes it 2-0 whenever a 2-0, and that's all we can say. We just got to keep going. It's frustrating that we have a lot of chances. Did they have a lot of chances? And 20 minutes at first half, I thought they had quite a bit of possession, but we defended well. You know what I mean? And we just got to retain the ball. We've got good footballers. We've got to retain the ball better and just trust each other. I think that's because we ain't got that win, and they're getting, it's like an hot potato. Let's get rid of it. When really they've got to understand the game and let's play as well as we can play. That's got us where we need to be. I just think they're thinking, God, I don't want too many touches because are they going to nip in and take it? But that's what we've done. We've played well. We've passed the ball, moved well, just haven't scored that goal. I just think it's getting in front. I think will make a massive difference for us.
You mentioned their first goal, like you said, a couple of minutes before half time. The world just seemed to stop. Everyone was almost half expecting the referee to blow his whistle for handball, and then he nips in. That's probably just how I look at the minute, isn't it?
Well, yeah, I thought I turned away. I've just been speaking to Neil Young, and he turned away, and then all of a sudden sit back in there. But we should deal with that as a defence. Keeper should deal with it. Simple as that, black and white as that. Should deal with it. Should never be in that situation.
Similar tale, isn't it? Like you said, we're certainly not the worst we've ever been over the years, and we're just not getting what we deserve. Like you say, the goal before the half-time changes your half-time team talk. And if we come out like we did good, 15-20 minutes in the second half, we might take more, don't we?
Yeah, I think. Look, we've got to look at it with a new band of players. We've got to, what's happened in the past. Baseford's always had a good side. When I was at Matlock. They're all staying thereabouts and did really well. But now it's a new set of players, a new thought process. I don't think we deserve to be where we are on some of the football we've played, but it's fine margins. It's that we've had a couple of chances today. If it drops to other clubs and put it back in there, that's the difference. And I'm sure it'll come. We've just got to be patient. We've got to be patient. We've got to keep knocking because. It'd be great to go on a run, 2 or 3 wins and then you're back on it, aren't you? But it's that confidence. But we've got to stop. The dressing room's a bit flat at the moment because it's again, and we can't keep saying the same things. We've got to have a reaction from, certain people, or we'll go and fetch a couple of players in. Experience. We're having a bit of experience, to get some of these young lads firing again. But I don't think it's too much wrong. I just think. We're just a bit unlucky at the moment.
Like you said, 2-0 the game is dead and buried, and fair play to the lad, it is a fantastic strike. But at 1-0, you're always in it. Did you see yourself still in it, given the chances?
I mean, the shot straight down the middle of the goal. I've only got to say that it's shots down the middle of the goal. You know what I mean? From 18-yard box. A, we should have closed it down, and B, should the keeper done better? That's the way I look at it. But then everybody's heads are down. We're trying again to push on with changing the system a couple of times to try and get a spark going again on them when we were flat. But listen, it's just difficult. It's so frustrating at the moment.
We divert our attention away from the league on Saturday. We go into the FA Cup, naturally a competition we've had good history in it, especially last season. Obviously a good chance to focus on something different and go into that competition, haven't we?
Yeah, we've just said that about let's go and get that win. It's that win, it's that first win, and if it's next week at FA Cup, and so be it. But we just need that win to push us on.
How do you see Alvechurch? Obviously a different league, but a league we played in last year. I'm not too sure if you were in a dugout at the time. I could be wrong, but I think we got 4 points. No, I could be right. It's just a point, but they're going to pose a stiff opposition, aren't they?
Well, listen, they're all going that. You're not in that FA Cup to go as far as you can. And Baseford did well last year. That's not saying we're not going to do well this year. We've got to get that win. We've got to buy that win. If it's a scruffy little back heel or off somebody's backside or an own goal, let's get a goal. Let's get us better. Because I think the confidence is a little bit low at the moment, and because they're all trying very, very hard to get where they need to be, and I feel for them. I feel for the lads. It's just that little bit of guile and understanding how the game's played, because every game's different. I've just been having a chat with Neil now. Every game's different. He said we battered a couple of teams, scoreline, but really the game weren't a 4-0 or whatever. As teams stay in, but the difference is you've got somebody in front of the goal, and that's not saying that Rem didn't give us 110%. I think he's getting starved at ball. I think the ball's got to play up his feet a bit more. But listen, let's hopefully we get there. I'm sure we will get there, but it's just everybody's got to stay positive, and we've got to just wait for that first win and that pushes on.